now that we defeated that boss with relative ease, we can continue. Oh, and something else I wanted to say. Those guys back there that I just kind of ran past, that are basically people with some kind of spider egg sac on their back, they play a role where there is this certain area coming up. Well, actually, hold on. I should actually probably do this first. Let's see. What could this be? Bam. Bell number 2 rang. So now that our general direction from where the game started has been completed, we do have other routes opening up, as we're about to see. Oh, these guys are awesome. Giants. And it was quite some time ago, but basically a path out of the area where the blacksmith was. There was that gate that was closed and a big fat onion looking dude sitting next to it. So now that pathway is open. That's called Sen's Fortress. We'll be getting into that relatively shortly, I think. But first, there's something I need to take care of. Where is it? I know it's here somewhere. Am I in the wrong friggin' room completely? No. That can't be. I'm already confused. Okay. This one. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna have to give that up for now and come back to that. Damn, that kind of sucks. That's where I was going with those guys with the sacks on their back. Basically, there's a sister to the flame spider lady that we just fought, and she is inside these walls, like almost attached to it, like it's kind of sucking souls from her. Oh, is this where it's supposed to be? Oh, hold on. There we go. I was in the wrong room. It's hard when the walls all kind of blend in. Imminent Covenant.
Oh dear. What have we here? Are you a new servant?
Why, certainly.
But you have no eggs. Ah, no matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Certainly. So, the story with these guys, I think, is these kind of half spider, half woman ladies were sisters and daughters of the Witch of Izalith, I think is the one. And she basically had one of the first souls and tried to start or kindle her own flame. I know that probably makes no sense because I have not really gone into most of the story, but basically she tried to do that and it created some crazy thing and it was basically turning everything into these demons, including her daughters and even herself, I think. We'll get into that later, so let's try to talk to her. And she can't talk. But, strangely, we can reinforce our Estus flask if we add a Firekeeper soul. But, besides that, there's nothing that we can really do besides chill right here. Nice. Alright, now you will have noticed that she has offered for me to join her covenant. Now, it may not be clear what that is, but basically, she is in need of souls. And the way she gets those souls is she infects hollows or undead with a parasite. And then that parasite, because the game mechanic is, you kill an enemy, you get souls. And so the parasite takes half of those souls, and then it starts to actually show, and eventually it takes over your whole head area. And it's a weird little thing, and you can even infect people once you get to the final stage of that parasite.
I will make available whatever you require. If you need something.
So now he's got basically nothing for equipment. I thought he had more.
There is no time for idleness. Think only of our fair lady and what she may need.
That's the thing. You can offer her humanity, and that's how you kind of rank up in these things. But I am not prepared to do that yet. And this is also kind of a shortcut for another area later that we will not get into yet. Okay. So we're at the bonfire. We defeated that evil Queelag fire spider. We met her sister and joined her covenant. Now, what else could there be to do? Just kind of go further and further into this kind of hive nest. Well, I don't know what you would call it. Now look, a whole bunch of buddies now. Just absolutely willing to... Oh man, they look so sad. And I can't do... Well, I could do something. Do I want to get the parasite and show that off? I'm gonna have to just punch him. I think these are examples of the parasites themselves, but I'm not sure. And I don't know how to tell when I get infected, which is the thing. Oh, jeez. Whoa, they're no joke. Okay, that's fine. We'll go get our souls and leave those dudes alone. Because that is not the actual route of progression anyways. As you saw in that cutscene, it was very obvious that they had opened up a brand new area for me. And even though it is a bit inconvenient and a bit strange that you wouldn't just keep going along the path that you are, that is Dark Souls. It's meant to be crazy. And really, if you wanted to, you could go this path and you could go see what's down there and all that jazz, but there's just certain ways of progression that are easier than others, is what I would say. Because, come on, look at me, dude. Do you think I'm ready for Lava Town? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Then there's a fog door over there. That's gonna be fun. Can't wait for that. So, let's go back here. We'll rest here just in case. I'm not gonna reverse my hauling just yet. I'm not exactly sure which direction I want to go to get back at this point. It could be a whole thing through Blight Town, or... Yeah, that's what I thought. That's no elevator. So yeah, I think I am going to have to just suck it up, do a little jump cut, and when we're back, I'll be with the blacksmith. Alright, hey guys, I know I'm not at Sen's Fortress yet, but I just kind of wanted to get to some place bright where I could show you the parasite has taken hold of my face. And I think that's only the first stage. I think I've never actually done this weird parasite thing, but as you can see, I can no longer wear a helm. And also, I wanted to throw this in because this is the first time since we've rung both bells that we've been back to this dude. So we're going to see if he has anything more to help us with.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
Its breath is lethal.
Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it. Maybe it...
Do something about what? What could he possibly be talking about, just in case? You never know if you're gonna fall off a cliff. So better safe than sorry. So what could he possibly be talking about? Oh, hello. Who might you be? Now, if you don't remember this area, it was actually flooded. And obviously these doors were closed. But apparently ringing both bells awakens this guy. Let's see what he has to say.
Ah, hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker-Framt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn, chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment? Very well. Then I am pleased to share. Chosen undead, your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel.
Oh yeah. We are for sure going to do that.
I am pleased to see. Is it something urgent?
And now, you can feed him items for souls. It's very weird. And he just eats them.
Those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's Fortress, a deadly house of traps.
Yep, he knows
Many
the
have
score.
gone before you, but none have returned. Fate has chosen you, but proceed with caution.
As always.
Farewell.
Seems weird that he would just assume, yeah, this fungus face guy, he seems like the next guy to link the fires, right? He's a total honest dude. I think we got one more kid to talk to. Let's see.
Did you see them? The 3 young clerics headed for the catacombs to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires. The poor young girl sent down into a tomb. What a terrible mission she is burdened with.
Those are the Way of the White guys that we first saw.
Oh, hello. Terrific to see us both in one piece. And pray that you never go hollow.
For sure.
Oh,
that
hello.
it?
Terrific. And pray...
Yeah. Is there anyone else? I don't think so. Looks like kill portrait. Oh, yeah, you. I forgot about you.
Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy in a great swamp, so I can use the knowledge with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share the spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Ah, unless you find the magic's unsavory.
I do find magic unsavory.
Oh really? But I'm on the fringe. I only wish that...
But then again, we do want to see what he has
Oh,
to
hello.
say.
I'm pleased. Oh, and I'll be pleased. Yeah, what? I'm sure that... Here, first take this.
Yep,
A
pyromancy
flame
flame.
from the Great Swamp. Right, let's get started.
Now, pyromancies, they're not exactly like sorceries. They're basically spells that don't require any faith or intelligence as your miracles and sorceries would go. So, you know, you got like create a powerful flame in the hand. One of the most basic pyromancies for this very reason. The flame thus created is fierce. You know, it's cool, but it's just not my thing. It doesn't have anything useful. I'll get this just maybe if I ever get enough faith for an attunement slot, I'll show it off. But
Goodbye then.
I think that's about it. Okay, actually, I think there's one more thing. Yeah, here we go. These are the 3 clerics that old cool hat over there was talking about. Let's see if they have anything to say.
Oh, hello. My guests have finally arrived. I will be departing with them shortly. So, I'm afraid it was a pleasure.
For sure. Not that I ever talked to you.
What of you look awfully raggedy. Times are grim. The least you can do is look sharp. Don't you
I think I look
dare
pretty
meet my
damn
lady
good.
like that. You might scare her off for...
I'm gonna talk to her.
You are undead as well. Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
Now she is another
Did I
way
not
of white
explain
person.
the urgency of our tasks?
And
Or are you
they're
so
basically
uncouth
clerics.
as to lack such judgment? By the
And
looks of you, I should think not.
I think that
Did I not explain the urgency of our tasks? Or are you so uncouth as to lack such judgment? By the looks of you, I should think not.
I believe that when the clerics actually realize that one of their own has become undead, they see it as some kind of sign, and therefore that undead must then go on their own pilgrimage.
Did I not
other
explain
than
the urgency of
the
our
other one.
tasks? Or are
Or maybe
you so
it's the
uncouth
same
by the
task.
look-
I don't know. I could be totally confused. But that's fine. Let's just get up to Sen's fortress, right? I also forgot about this. We found a large ember, which we can give to good old Smithy here.
Magnificent. I can have...
And now, we can actually modify some equipment. Like this one would be, you know, we can make things only raw at the moment. But eventually you can get, you know, lightning enchanted, fire, poison, I think, poison. Eventually, it does stack. So, more damage, always better. So, let's see. We sat at the bonfire, so we're safe to continue. I just gotta get a good shot of this. The big old castle tower. Sen's fortress, that crazy goat, floppy-eared monster. Even said it himself that it was a place filled with traps. As you can see, our friend Mr. Onion Knight is no longer here, so he has clearly gone into the fortress itself, and I'm going to be joining him.